Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, welcome. My name's Braden Timmons, and today we're just going to keep that Halloween Kills trend going. I know I talked about Halloween Kills last week on Myers Monday, and I talked a little bit about it throughout last week, and we're just going to keep that trend going at least for this week. I might have a new topic this week, but before we get into this episode, I'm sure a couple of you, or many of you probably saw in my community section that this is the first of the final episodes in this set. That's right, guys. My family's moving. I'm 24 years old. I'm going to have my own place for my first time since college. So, woohoo! This is going to be some exciting stuff. But it's about time for me to get on my own, and my family's moving, and I'm moving, so there's going to be a lot of moving parts over the course of the next couple of weeks. So the final episodes, this is the first of probably the last few this week. I'm not talking about the first of many coming in the next couple months. No, I'm talking like we're moving really quickly. So you're going to probably in the next video start seeing the set kind of being taken apart and everything, which is really sad. That's why I took that picture and posted it, so at least I could remember and try to create something similar, if not a little bit more grand than this set. So I'm going to have a little bit of creativity, so I'm really excited about that. But let's get into today's episode, because the thing I want to talk about today is I want to talk about that Halloween Kills, the 2019 teaser that we got on Halloween of last year. And the reason I want to talk about this today is because we don't have an official trailer yet at this point. June is literally coming to a close next week, and we still don't have a trailer for the movie, which is really upsetting. But, you know, 2020 has just been upsetting in general. And we don't even have a poster. We literally have nothing to go off of this movie other than the behind-the-scenes stuff and the quick little teaser that we got on Halloween of last year. So I thought this would be kind of fun to go through, especially because it has some really cool stuff in there. And the last time I talked about this teaser, I mean, other than mentioning it in a couple of my videos, was on Halloween last year when it dropped. So yeah, I've seen images here and there, but I don't remember looking at it fully. So I looked at it a little bit today, and I was like, you know what? This is what I want to do my topic on, and I have another topic that I want to do next week. I just need to kind of think a little bit more about what I want to say about that, because I think next week we're going to be talking about the Halloween Returns, the 2016 film that was supposed to go into production before Dimension Films lost the rights. And if you guys haven't read that script, don't worry, I'll leave a link to that next week, because I do have access to the return script. But anyway, let's start off with this teaser-ish trailer that we got of Halloween Kills. Or I shouldn't even say teaser trailer, but like the behind-the-scenes look, the first look at Halloween Kills. So this teaser opens with a shot of what appears to be Laurie Strode's house. And a lot of this is just behind the scenes stuff. It's kind of just to give us a glimpse as to what they were working on in Wilmington, North Carolina, which is where Halloween Kills filmed. So it looks like that it was Laurie Strode's house, and you could see like the fire departments there and everything. Now, I don't know if it's because they needed firemen there in order for them to put out the fire that they were shooting, or if it has something to do with what I'm going to talk about later on in this video, because I've got some theories, guys. Throughout this, we're also going to be talking about some theories, if you guys can't tell by the title. But as of right now, it does look like that this is Laurie Strode's house that they are shooting at, because you could see like the smoke and stuff like that in the background. You could see the glare of the fire coming into the sky, which is an awesome shot for a behind the scenes thing. I do like that a lot. But let's continue this. The next thing is we see David Gordon Green. He's just taking a look at the monitors. He's directing and trying to get the feel for what a scene is going to be like. And, you know, a director's job is not easy, man. So he's got a lot to oversee on the film set. He looks like he's in the mindset as to this movie is going to be freaking awesome, which, based on a lot of things I'm hearing, it sounds like Halloween Kills is setting up to be great. Next up, so this behind the scenes shot is really interesting because we see a camera monitor and I can't really tell what's going on there. Again, I know that this is just to get us excited. This was just to drop something to be like, hey, this is what we're working on. See you guys next October. I can't really tell what's going on here because like I do see some legs on the monitor. I also can't tell if that's a person looking toward that other person or if this person is like looking up at something. So I'm curious. And is this actually going to be in the movie? I have no idea. This is just something that they dropped last year that I just wanted to talk about today. So I have no idea if this is actually going to be in the movie. And I'm be like, oh yeah, that's the person walking or something like that. I have no idea. But so we're not going to stick on this one too much. Tommy Doyle. This shot was one of my favorite shots in the entire little snippet that they gave us because Tommy looks ready to go. I am so excited to see Anthony Michael Hall play Tommy Doyle in Halloween Kills. I think that he's got the right look. I think that he's going to bring a lot to the table. He looks exactly like Tommy Doyle can be at around age 50. He's married. Because of the ring on his finger, I'm actually wondering if we're going to maybe meet Tommy's wife. Or what? Because again, we don't really know that much about this movie. Is he married to Lindsay? Who knows? This could be some interesting stuff. Maybe Danny McBride and David Gordon Green had gotten their hands on like the old Halloween 4 script or something like that, which in that script I've talked about all of the lost scripts on my channel in all the canceled scripts, treatments, and ideas. And in that, I didn't get a chance to read the entire thing, but it looked like that they were continuing their friendship in one of the original versions of Halloween 4. So I don't know if they ended up dating later on in that script. I'm not really sure as to how that ended up playing out, but I think that could be interesting. Now, again, that's not official, so don't quote me on that, but it'd be interesting to see if Lindsay was actually Tommy's wife. So that could be interesting. But I am really excited to see Tommy Doyle in Halloween Kills. He's one of my most anticipated characters. I really hope that they do him right. And I really hope that if he does die, he doesn't die in a bullshit way. I think that there are many fans out there that would agree with me on that they want to see Tommy Doyle go out with a fight. Because he's the one that said, you can't kill the boogeyman. He came up with that quote. Halloween's the one that said that. And I'd just like to see him killed in a heroic type of way if he's going to go out. That's how you should kill Tommy Doyle. And then we've got Michael Myers' knife. He's just touching the top of his knife. And that's a really cool shot. I like the close-up of Myers' hand. It just looks nasty. It looks like he's been through some shit. Because remember, this movie has a very, very high body count, it sounds like. So his hands right there says that is correct. Because look at the blood and look at how beat up his hands look. It's a great shot of just Michael's hands. There's Lindsay. Lindsay, it looks like she's out there with a little girl on the swings. Now, I don't know if this is her daughter. I don't know if maybe she's babysitting now. Maybe she took the role of what Laurie Strode did. That could be actually interesting. That could be an interesting turn. Maybe she's out babysitting on Halloween night. Maybe she's hearing the police all over town and everything like that. I'm curious to see what they're going to do with Lindsay because they've got a lot of original characters coming back. So I am really curious as to see what they're going to do with her. But it looks like that she's just nervous. She's like shining the flashlight because maybe she heard something and she knows that Michael Myers is out on the loose, and she's telling this girl that we need to go, we need to get inside. So I'm curious to see how all of this plays out. Speaking of the shape, there is the first look at the shape from the side. And I remember a lot of people were like, oh, his mask isn't on fire or anything like that. Oh, well. I mean, I was kind of upset about that also when I first saw this, and I thought that it was if they were going to show Michael, I would have thought that the mask would have been at least a little crispy because of the fire and everything like that. But it's fine. I feel like that might humanize Michael too much. I mean, it kind of shows that no matter what, he's going to look the same, whether he's in a fire or whether or not he gets shot. I mean, he got his freaking fingers blown off, and he's still out there killing people. He's going to have 3 fingers on one hand in this movie, guys, and he's still going to have a high-ass body count. That's crazy. So this is a really cool shot, though, but it looks like that this is just a behind-the-scenes shot because what they look like they have here is like a curtain with a light shining through it. That's just some film equipment that they use to work on the lighting for the scene. So I don't think that this is necessarily going to be a shot in the movie. Still a cool shot, though, for the behind-the-scenes thing. And now look at this, guys. We got Lonnie Lamb. He's walking home on Halloween night. It looks like that he ended up going trick-or-treating later on that night, because he's got like one of those pumpkin cases in his hand. It's not a case, but whatever. He's got a jack-o'-lantern that holds candy and stuff like that. And you've got the Shape watching him from behind the bushes. So it makes me curious. This is what I'm really curious to see in the movie. Because I've heard that the flashbacks take up like 10 entire minutes of the entire film, which is awesome. I'm really curious to see how they see the 1978 world. I'm also a little nervous, don't get me wrong, but I am excited to see how they see this. Allison with the shotgun closing that door. Who's she going after? I'm really curious. Allison looks like she's going to be a badass in this movie. And then right after Allison, we get Karen in the hospital looking, and in the reflection, you could actually see Laurie Strode. So Karen is there. It looks like that she's having her moment. Looks like that she's breaking down like she should, because, you know, she lost Ray. Allison should also have that moment because Allison lost her dad. Karen lost her husband. So there are just things that needs to be in this movie that would just make sense and tie in to the story from Halloween 2018, which I'm very much looking forward to. This shot right here, it looks like that's Marion Chambers, and it looks like that they are doing something very similar to 1978. This might actually be a flashback from 1978. That would be pretty cool, because I can't imagine that they would do this now in 2018. Michael's a little too old to be hanging on cars and stuff like that. I mean, granted, he's too old to be doing a whole bunch of shit that he's doing, but he can because he's the Shape and the Boogeyman. But this might actually be a flashback. This might actually be Marion telling exactly the night that Michael Myers ended up getting out. Now, I don't want it to be an entire scene of exposition or anything like that, but I think that this could potentially be Marion Chambers' flashback sequence to October 30th, 1978, when Myers ended up escaping Smith's Grove for the first time. I'm actually shocked that I didn't catch on to that when I first saw this, but then again, when I first saw this, I was so excited. I was just like, I was a total fanboy when I first saw it. I sent it to all of my friends who are Halloween fans, and literally we just had so much to talk about regarding it. So the nurse is one of my biggest questions of this movie. The nurse that is shooting the gun at what appears to be Michael's boot getting out of that car. I'm curious to see who that is, because, you know, I know that it's not Julian's mom. Everybody thought it was Julian's mom. David Gordon Green openly said during that live Twitter feed, or the live stream that they did watching Halloween 2018, that it is not Julian's mom. People even brought it up there. It was like, Julian's mom, and he was like, not Julian's mom. Very, very curious to see who that is. Then we've got Michael Myers throwing a woman against a car in what appears to be the exact same area. So maybe Michael got out, killed that nurse, and then turned around, and maybe this is Lindsay. That looks like Lindsay, because she's got the dark hair and stuff like that. She does look a little bit different than she did earlier. Maybe she went home and changed. I don't know. But I'm very, very curious, guys, because this is the exact same scene. Because the woman shot Michael, he probably walked over, killed her. Then this woman came in and he threw her against the car and killed her. They could just be two body count victims. Who the heck knows? The Shape in the fire. Guys, I've heard a little too much about the opening, okay? And I don't want to spoil it or anything like that, but I've heard that the opening sequence of this movie, or Michael at least escaping the fire, is absolutely crazy. Apparently, it's one of the best sequences in the entire movie. So, I'm not going to say anything, but if what I've heard is true, then y'all better be ready to go for that sequence, because I'm really, really excited. That's all I got to say about that. And then we've got Laurie Strode. Laurie Strode in the hospital gurney. And that's where she's going to be for most of this movie, because this is not a Laurie Strode movie, guys. I will say that all the way up until I see the movie, when it comes out, and then after I see the movie and I review it for you guys later on this year, I will again say that this is not a Laurie Strode movie. This is very much going to be the other characters from Halloween 2018 and the characters that we have returning. So very, very excited to see Halloween Kills, guys. Again, the reason I wanted to do this week is because I haven't really looked and examined this since I saw it back in October. I know that there are probably a few of you that have examined it hardcore every single day since October, which is fine, but I just haven't had a chance to look at it since it came out back in October. And I know I missed a shot right before this, but it's so fast it just looked like it was Michael in the mirror or something like that, and it looked like a guy was walking maybe into a bathroom. I have no idea, but that's it, guys, because right after this, it just says hashtag Halloween Kills. So I'm very, 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 very excited to see Halloween Kills this year. If you guys can't tell, I literally just broke down the first look once again that we got back in October, and it's because I wanted to continue this Halloween Kills talk. And guys, I want it to be October. I hope that the movie comes out this year. Please, please let it come out in October because I can't wait any longer. I know that I say to be patient, but I want a trailer so badly. Just because it'll give me a lot more stuff to be able to talk to you guys about regarding Halloween Kills. So until then, post your guys' comments down below. Let me know, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of all of the scenes that we talked about tonight? Do you guys think all of them are going to make the final cut of the movie? And what are your guys' thoughts for all of the scenes that you hope to see in Halloween Kills? Look forward to this Wednesday, guys. I'm sorry I didn't get my Friday the 13th, the final chapter kill ranking out on Sunday like I anticipated, but with this packing up and shit like that, I told you guys a few weeks ago that's how it could affect the channel, and that's why this video is getting out as late tonight as it is, because of everything that we have coming up just with the moving and everything. So whatever your guys' thoughts are, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you guys like this, don't forget to join me on my journey to 5,000 subscribers, and I will see you guys in my next video.